Welcome to the Happy Hippie Show. Today we have with us Kanupriya Mundhra, co-founder at aastey, and Sakshi Shah, co-founder at GoodLives. Welcome you both, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us here.
So the Happy Hippie Show is a web series of discussions which is based on the concept where we, the happy hippies represented by Gen Zs, are shifting to moon as we face issues in Earth. This does not end here. We gather here to discuss the solutions impacting the issues with the leadership person we invite here. So starting with Kanupriya ma'am, who is actually a co-founder at aastey, and you have been a part of building Stealth earlier, and also you have pursued your master's in strategic communications from Columbia University, held credible positions in different MNCs. So could you please tell us more about your products, your organization, and what are you willing to achieve?
Right. So I'll tell you very, very simply, aastey is a size-inclusive, sustainable athleisure wear brand for all women. And each word in this statement we have spent a considerable amount of time to be able to make this entire statement, right? First, I'll tell you, we are, by the way, India's first sustainable size inclusive brand for activewear and athleisure wear. Because we wanted to actually, aastey started as us creating a community for women to live free and without care, and, for them to have a better life, right? Our mission as a company is to make women's lives better. And the idea was to create clothes that help women sort of live their life in, they can either wake up in the morning, they can do, if they need to cook, they can go to the gym, they can go from the gym to drop their kids off to school, then they can, sort of go to work, come back home, maybe they're not coming home from work, maybe they're going out with a couple of friends, they can just throw on a nice blazer or something over this, head out. So
coming to Sakshi ma'am, I would just want to know, since you have completed your MBA from IIT Kharagpur and worked as a manager in different startups, mostly in the health space. So you are an organization which speaks about mental health. It is considered to be a taboo to speak about it. Could you please tell us more about your services? What are you possibly aiming to achieve?
Sure. First of all, Kanupriya, that was a lovely introduction. I mean, you have actually outlined most of the problems today with fast fashion. So kudos to that. What you are achieving is phenomenal. So talking about GoodLives, so we are into mental wellness, as Shahrukh mentioned, and our aim is to ensure that every person gets the help that they need. They in a ideal world, there would be no taboo around the topic, and we are able to make it as a dining table conversation that we're not feeling okay. So we started this with the idea that even though help is available, people are not seeking help enough. When there is need, we are not expressing enough. And with that idea in mind, we started understanding the gaps. We started understanding and realizing that, people need more attention in terms of how they are looking at their mental well-being. Today, if you have a body pain, if you have any other physical ailment, you rush to the doctor. But why not for mental health?
So what are the three things that you would suggest to which would actually encourage the Gen Zs of today, to give back to the society and to the environment? Because at this time, at this hour, we are very much self-centered, looking for a job. And how can we create that balance between focusing on ourselves and also about what we contribute as a human being to the society, to the environment? What are the three aspects that would actually encourage them to do so?
I'd like to jump in and go back to what Sakshi said, because she, I'm sure, interacts with a lot of Gen Zs through her field of work, right? I remember she said that they're already so open, they're already so aware, they're already so developed, right? I think they already have so much focus. They already know exactly what they want to do, what their goals are, how to achieve them. And they're very aware of the environment, their surroundings. They're so woke, right? They're so woke. They're so in tune with culture, and they're so open. They're very, very open-minded. They're very open to exploring. So I don't think we need to encourage them. I genuinely believe that, they are aware of the problems we have as a society, the problems we have in the environmental crisis that we're having. I think they're very aware of their carbon footprint themselves. They're very aware of social stigmas that exist today, how to break them. They're not afraid to break them at all. They're really not afraid to say this needs to change, and we are changing it. In fact, we see it in fashion all the time. Everything has become so fluid. Men are wearing skirts, women are wearing cargos, and we're loving it. And we are absolutely here for this moment.
Exactly. Anything you would like to add, ma'am?
So I think Kanupriya has very rightly mentioned about how people are already breaking the barriers that need to be broken long back, but we are here now. So I think the top things that come to my mind that for our previous generation, the primary target was survival. For us, it was our personal growth. And for the Gen Zs, I think the responsibility has automatically come to a place where they are ready to give back to the society. They are already thinking in terms of sustainable fashion. They are already thinking in terms of making themselves more aware about mental health, physical well-being. They are just on top of the game already. So what we as an organization can do to encourage them is to build that kind of a culture wherein they would be able to explore these options with the organization as well. So if they have certain goals in mind, if they are coming with a predefined set criteria that they want to achieve something, and organizations also become a part of that game, it becomes very, very easy for them to give back to the society and pay back to the organizations in a much, much broader sense.
When the options exist, they do choose the better ones. Absolutely. Already. It's just that they need to find the option. They need to discover a better way, and they'll change like this. They're so fluid, they're so quick.
So this is the platform. This is the Adbhut.io platform, which where you can actually make the most amazing creative content. Basically, there's also solving many more purposes. Basically, whatever work we do in our organization, we give back to the society in terms of planting trees. So that is how we can reduce the carbon footprint. We would come to this. We would love to discuss regarding this. Later on. And other than that, thank you, ma'am, both of you, to interact over this session. It was lovely to get your insights, your viewpoints on the topic that we have chosen to. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am.
The pleasure is all ours. It was very lovely interacting and knowing what Kanupriya is also doing in parallel. I mean, I have not really given a much thought about sustainable fashion and the way the industry is changing so fast. But thank you for arranging this.
Thank you so much. It's been great. It's been great to meet Sakshi. I love seeing how people are, taking such big strides in the mental health space. It makes me so happy. So thanks so much for connecting us. I think I'm going to take this offline with her actually.
Sure,
no issues.